She got me.
Hit boy on the beat, so you gotta go berserk.
Okay. Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that lend their hand and want to see you win. When you come up on that lick, make sure you cut them in. And then, sometimes you need a foe, one to keep your eyes open, keep you on your toes. You know the ones that want to keep you where you've been before. But I can't go, no I can't go. And whoa, sometimes I need a check. Not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step. You change name, highlight your respect. Give them more than what I get, expecting at the back. In fact, you know, I sat down with my accountant, he said, I got good news and I got bad news. I said, what's the good news? He said, the good news is you made a lot. I said, what's the bad news? The bad news is you spent more. Okay, look, sometimes you need the faith. Sometimes you need to know your worth. Sometimes you need to wait. Shoot like the golden boy, but ain't from the bay. You can't negotiate with Drake. You gon' have to pay. But wait, jugging on the main stage with the mainframe. Loosen up your face, baby. Sometimes I need a vacate, meditate, hydrate, protect my energy before engagement.
Grew up having nothing, you're labeled impatient. But once the boss made it, you're labeled amazing. Meticulous with words, such a force of nature. I don't wanna seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me, way from Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle pockets, LIDs. Distinctive destinations, all I wanna see. Oceanfront residences, 3 different ones a week. Cause I deserve that, it's time to learn that. Mess around and put that thing up where your perm at. 6 figures every year, yeah, I earn that. At the front of this line is where my turn at.
Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that lend their hand and want to see you win. When you come up on that lick, make sure you cut them in. And then, sometimes you need a foe. Oh. Men gon' lie, women gon' lie. You're looking for the truth and the numbers don't hide. Looking for the root of all evil, then you need to go open up the briefcase, see with your eyes. Everybody claim to be greatest of all times, but they never spend a day in the rain in the front line. No lie. Stop playing on my phone line. Pull up in the space coupe with the roof optional. Wonder why they follow suit. I've been groomed from the womb. Came out of my mama with some running tennis shoes. Faster than the speeding bullet. Nah. Don't play with it, baby. So what you gon' do? Stop playing with it. Exactly. You're built like that.
I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. Now I get it and go. Now I get it and go. Now I get it and go. Now I get it and go.
Prime time over grind game, over time's up. Play my cards, dealt my hand, ain't really no time for luck. Either you got it, you don't. Lie to yourself if you won't. I put my team on my back, did what I could, what I had. Now I'll be all in my bag, copy and paste with the swag. Bet you can't do it like me. All my winners on repeat. Take your L like a boss, stand 10 toes on your feet. I can never take a loss, I ain't set up for defeat. 4 Giottos on the truck, I had a dream and it stuck. Living my life cause we up, looking back like where the love. So I be hella low key, but contrary to belief, loyalty runs deep. I keep my ear to the streets. Struggle turned me to a beast. I'm off the chain, I'm off the leash. But baby girl, I play for keeps. Told my brother lately, I've been scheming against all odds like Willie Beeman. I've been grinding lately, this my season. Lord knows I'm trying to find my reason. Lay it out on the line, ain't no looking back. Giving my all with no strings attached. Came from the bottom, rose through the cracks. Spotlight on you, but how you gon' act?
I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. Now I get it and go. Now I get it and go. Now I get it and go. Now I get it and go.
Ain't it crazy how them tables turn? You can fold or you can stand firm. I'm a real one, so I ain't concerned. I'm fully built for this life. I think I earned all my stripes. I don't believe all the hype. Get back on my feet and get right. Watch you work, watch him hate, watch him lurk. Can't relate, watch you skirt. Out the mud, out the dirt, above the waters, in the murks, out the gate, on site. Red breed, red tight, set the bar, take flight. Yeah, I been grinding since a young and they told me my timing was coming. I been hustling with no fun and forget all the fame, get the money. I'm out in LA where it's sunny. I been eating since a young and since we ain't have food in our tummy. The life we was living ain't funny, but you cannot take nothing from me. Put that on my mama, my daughter, my cousin, my brother, I'll show you. Way better than I can tell you. The type of dreams that they say. That's why I learned from my failures. Don't do the handouts or the favors. Told my brother I'ma get this paper. Was left behind, I'll see it later. To keep it real, you don't need to wait up. Lay it out on the line, ain't no
quick, she don't know the occupation.
It is a lovely night here in the Midwest, and the roof is open, and it's time for football at Lucas Oil.
Head to toe designer. Drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit. I can't hear the hate, got a lot of it. Take these bands to the bank, let them rot in it. So much ice on me, I wish I had two necks. I got homies that can sleep without two. I got homies that can sleep without Gucci and Chanel, I got a lot of it. Walk up in the spot like, hey, what poppin' in? Come pop it for me, cause I'm rich and poppin' in. Yeah. Little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit. She gon' put it on me, that's a lot of it. 4 coops, 4 seasons, drop the top a bit. Bust down, but my wrist, time to talk a lot of. I got both my girls head to toe designer. Drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit. West LA, that where you find me though. Cha-cha matcha with it, rockin' black clothes. Whip around that Batmobile, ducking 5-0. If you step to me, then be prepared for smoke, little bro. Let me feel myself a little bit.
It is a lovely night here in the Midwest, and the roof is open, and it's time for football at Lucas Oil Stadium in downtown Indianapolis. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Indianapolis Colts. The the kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
First and 10, Eason. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. Off the bootleg. Eason. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 16 yards, a first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They'll throw on first down with Eason. Out of his hands quickly to Pittman. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down at will.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Go! Check Mike 99, Mike 99. All day, baby, all day.
They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Taken down.
No doubt about it. Really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Second down. Here's Eason. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 30-yard line. Here's Taylor. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. Stephon Tuitt, the one that got him down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense, rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Complete to Kelly. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that, because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
An early message that this secondary is going to be tested, because even though it fell incomplete, it almost felt like a warning shot to get things going.
Hold on a minute, player. 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 Hold on a minute, player.
The kick by Carlson is good, and the Colts hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points.
At their own 25-yard line.
Just like that.
yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And 5 at the 30-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
I know he ain't got it.
Play action. Here's Hurts. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. Here's the first carry of the game for Cam Akers. And some good running out of the gates as he takes this up to the 33. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Check 3, check 3.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8. At the Colts' 13-yard line.
58 to the line. 50. Watch the screen.
They go play action with Hurts.
How you like me now?
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Chase Claypool, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers have taken the lead.
The catch and the touchdown, they were the end result of a terrific route run by the receiver.
And this is up and good to make it 7-3.
Makes the score Steelers 7, Colts 3.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Jamal Agnew now to return it. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive it in with a kick. Most of them want it in with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive it in with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
On first down, Jacob Eason. He'll drop this down to Taylor. And he'll be taken down, not before he gets into enemy territory. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Get the ball. Mike 5-5, Mike 55, Mike 5-5. Hey, watch the slap.
From the gun, it's Taylor. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line.
Jonathan Taylor, the ball
a gain of 3, 2nd down.
The tackle made by Devin Bush. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 45-yard line.
70 Ranger. Check 55. Check 55.
from the gun is Eason. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. And it's third down. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. And the line to gain here is the 37 on third down.
Watch tight. Tight ends right. Watch tight. Tight ends right. 60 Maverick. 3 down. Check Mike 99. Mike 99. Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run. Check Mike 99.
Eason going to throw it out of the shotgun. That's caught by Waller out left side. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be fourth down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number two, win your division. Number three, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number one seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way. I think you have to chalk that one up for the defense there. Someone right on the spot, excellent coverage, didn't leave him enough room to come down inbounds even though he did catch the football.
From the gun, it's Hurts. He'll get this to Akers out of the backfield. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. They'll run out of the gun with Akers. He's got the lane, and there he goes. 20, 10, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Cam Akers, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead.
I know I should keep the focus and the spotlight on the hero that just scored, but tackling's been an issue for this defense all game long. I can't set that aside. We just saw it again here. Missed tackles leads to his long touchdown run.
And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game.
Makes the score Steelers 14, Colts 3.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, Eason, throw right side, going to be caught by Waller. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-body tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football and make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
Only a yard on the pickup, so a good situation on 2nd and 2. It's now 3rd and 1.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
You must be dreaming. Check Mike.
Operating from the gun. Eason. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's fourth down.
Sets up fourth down.
They're going to try and throw. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. Check Mike.
First and 10, Taylor now. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is really pulling around in the first half. They've got it.
Eason gets hit and the ball pops free.
Come on, pick that up.
Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So danger averted for the moment, but now here's a 3rd and long.
Let's get that ball. Mike, 55. Right there in the middle. 55. Hey, D-line, let's get in there.
Eason sets to throw it. And incomplete as the screen there unsuccessful. So now 4th down coming up. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. Here's Joseph Charlton now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. On his first punt, and this is a good kick as well.
Oh my God.
And the Colts pick it up, and he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
On the RPO, that's complete right side. Not much there, only a yard.
Complete to Jamal Agnew. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and
On 2nd down, it's Taylor.
49-yard line.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 2nd quarter action, 1:56 remaining. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Tackled by Christian Fulton.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
All day. Watch twist. Shoot.
Taylor. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
That is caught at the 7. And the Colts are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives them a 1st and goal. They'll run here with Taylor. And the Colts are going to have a 1st and goal as some good running there gets them down to about the 2-yard line, knocking on the door. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go, I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
They'll look to run with Taylor. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Here's Eason to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Darren Waller, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Colts able to get this back within a touchdown.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury. And it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. And he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game.
Set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Fielded a couple yards in.
Bro, I did not try to bring this shit up.
And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead. But a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that would look like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
Bro, come on.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up 4th, now it's 1st.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series.
What the fuck?
One that's intercepted. Picked off at the 36.
The first down pass. Intercepted. None of that. The Colts take over 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
We got 3. Take 4.
The final shot before break. Eason is going to go.
My ball. Stop playing with me.
And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the 3rd quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
I'm going to run
Here's Akers. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
Akers, the ball carrier.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Run to set up the play action.
On the ground, it's Akers. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. He may try and run for this. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
And the Steeler first down.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
53 is Mike. Check. 53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike. Hey, man.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds.
Come on, bro.
The throw took him a little too far.
Oh my God, they keep playing with him.
Trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Completion here to Claypool. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 34-yard line. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. He's coming. Double up.
On 1st down, McFarland. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Toward the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Two yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Check.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
Why do you come back? What the fuck?
The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help a team very much unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but no yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They read through that one.
They read through it, gave up no yardage, and people got credit for tackles. Pretty good deal.
And this one is right down Broadway.
Makes the score.
And that moves them up by a touchdown now at 17-10. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
22-yard line.
Shift! Watch the shift!
Here's Eason off the play fake. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. Eason gets hit, and the ball pops free. And it's picked up by
Don't
the
worry
Steelers.
about it, baby. I ain't worried about it.
He takes it back to the house. A fumble recovery for a Steelers score. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave them a comfortable lead.
And the lead is up to 14.
Makes the score Steelers 24, Colts 10.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback.
5-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they've got to be still reeling from the events of a moment ago. What a turn on that last play.
You're knocking on the door. You're about to take it in. You think you're going to get some points on the board. Instead, you cough it up and watch them take it the rest of the way to the opposite end zone. That's a two-score swing that you just gave up.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
Let's get off the field.
To throw again, Eason, and that is incomplete here. Darren Waller, the intended receiver, but now it'll be third down.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Eason. And Waller taking it in over the middle. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That 3rd down conversion good for 23. On first down, it's Taylor. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Right there in the middle, 55.
They run with Taylor. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. So they hit pay dirt, but don't count it yet. There's laundry on the field. We'll see what the penalty flag is about. So retract the yardage and retract the touchdown.
And retract the chunk play. Big strike there to get the touchdown. Now they've got to take it back and see if they've got another one still in their arsenal.
Back. Watch out.
First and 10, Eason. Flushed out right. Looking for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. On first down, they'll start out with Akers. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now in Indianapolis. It's Steeler football, and they have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Going right back to Akers. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
Gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Tossing this out wide to McFarland.
Let's go.
It's the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. Give him the 3rd down conversion. 5 yards on the play.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. Running with McFarland. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
He'll get this one to McFarland out of the backfield. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd.
Offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Check 26, check 26.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28.
He was brought down.
That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
2nd down. Here's Eason. The toss here completed to Pittman. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 15 yards on the play. 1st down. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
All day, punt. Mike 5-5, Mike 55, Mike 5-5. You remember me? You remember me? Let's go, baby.
They'll run on first down. It's Taylor. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
They know that old expression, it's not my night.
2 yards.
It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
Coming. Hey, check Mike, check Mike. Watch it, 5. They gonna need some therapy after this.
Eason on second down.
Oh.
He almost had it. Already with one interception, just missing his second there.
I think someone's going to get in the QB1's ear when he gets to the sideline. Already thrown an interception. That one should have been picked. Look, let's just be honest about it. That'd be the second person in his ear because he's hearing it in the huddle right now.
Not the start to the game he wanted, like you said, to pick on the opening drive. Second drive, not much better. That's complete to Jonathan Taylor out of the backfield. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs. They'll throw on first down with Eason. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's complete right around the 8. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Steelers' 8-yard line.
To throw on second down. Eason.
What?
This is caught. So he fakes the spike and they get the touchdown. Michael Pittman, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Colts have got it back to a 1-score game. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit. And you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another
Ooh, nice hit.
By the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11. That one looks like he'll throw here. He'll throw complete to Cam Akers. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, Give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a third down.
They'll try and run for this with Akers. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. Now the Colts will use their third and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They'll run this with Akers. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air.
And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a two-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Now the try here for the point after. And the lead is up to 14.
Makes the score Steelers 31, Colts 17.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback.
25-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Your boyfriend a detective, he from the back, they 512. With your water, you just cover me and make it, oh yeah.
The Indy offense at the line is set to go. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15.
Get up! Get up! 41 Mike, right here, 41 Mike. I got you, punk. Cut 19, Mike 41, Mike 50, go.
Eason going to throw it out of the shotgun. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. A big play there for Indy. 47 yards. On first down, Jacob Eason. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
On third down, Eason, and he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete.
Good for a Colt.
Nice third down conversion and even 20 yards.
10 at the 13-yard line.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And it's caught. He's got it for a late touchdown, but probably a little too late. It would take a miracle of epic proportions if they're going to pull this one off. Problem for them, they needed that score with a little more time left on the clock. I think just too little too late now.
I would agree with that, and we're programmed never to say never, but in this case, we're asking a lot for them to even think they have a chance.
Daniel Carlson set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And I tell you, this was a fun one. Just a close game. Nothing comes easy in this league, as you know. They had to work for that victory.
I've got to go back to what you just said. Nothing comes easy in this league. How many times have we talked to coaches prior to a game and assessed, you know, the strengths, the weaknesses, the whole deal? Even in games when one coach was a decided favorite, what do they always say to us? But you do know, this is really a 7-point league.
So this is the business idea right here, right?
Yeah, I got 3 columns. How you feel about it?
Tell me about it, man.
So I got the acting, the music, and then the business side. You know, acting is, you know, me chasing my dreams. Music, you know, Miami love my music and stuff. We keep doing it. And then the business, you know, I gotta have money coming in.
Okay.
And you remember my schoolboy job, they fired me. And you told me to chase my dreams. So what I basically did was said I could open a beauty shop, and the beauty shop could be, so you know, I do the styling and makeup too. And then I can have, you know, my little line in there. And then, you know, while I'm in there, I can shoot the skits.
Gordon alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time.
This, yeah,